9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes, I've been out of it for a couple of days. Yeah, my neck was very bad. It became quite difficult to even look at a monitor. Yeah, so I had to, like, if you guys remember, I was involved in a car accident a couple of months back, and as a result of the accident, suffered something on my neck, and it gave me a few issues. So it still hurts a lot. So I wasn't able to play. I mean, I'm down to like not playing that much. I mean, everything is correct. You know the monitors at the top of your eye, the top of the monitors at your eye level kind of thing. All that, yeah. Hands resting on the table. Everything is right. It's just that the accident just made things worse, and it became tough. But that's not the news today. The news today has got to be the new patch. Yes. What an Arsenal domination. More like what a United. I was so happy for United. I mean, they normally do this every time. New manager comes in. Suddenly, where did that desire go? And now it's back again. They're fighting for every ball. Oh my God, that's a really dirty challenge. I haven't seen that in ages. I'm just waiting for that to disappear again. United always do this, right? I mean, they will come back and suddenly they play really well, and then 3 games later, 4 games later, they'll be talking about giving Michael Carrick the new job, and then just goes from bad to worse from there. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think Liverpool have got a lot of signings to do. Either a lot of signings to do, but they're in a crisis mode at the moment. And it's even talk about how Arne Slot was not actually the first choice. Xabi Alonso was their first choice, which is pretty strange considering the fact that Xabi Alonso plays a back three. So I'm glad he didn't come. Yeah, it would have been tough. And congratulations to Senegal. I thought that was a fantastic lead up to the AFCON. I was pretty excited about the final. Senegal and home team Morocco. Although I have to admit, the final left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth in more ways than one. I wonder why the match official, or why the FIFA officials. I don't know. I've always felt AFCON doesn't get the respect that it deserves. I think some of the best football in terms of atmosphere, fans, craziness, you will find in AFCON more so than you find in Europe when they're playing the Euros. So yeah, thanks for coming back. But here, man, United are good versus big clubs. They are good in the other opposition. No, I think United are just good when they have a new manager. Their first day on the job, they like to impress because they don't want to be left behind, and then they show up, and then after that they get forgotten, and then yeah, I'm used to it. It's like 10 years already. You've seen the same pattern like more than once. We've all seen this pattern. Okay, it happens with every new manager. If people come to me to ask me where would I put money, I say definitely put it on United to win. Yeah. I was so confident United were going to win. My friends called me. I said, who do you think is going to win? You think United going to get slapped around? I said, no, United going to beat City tonight. They go like, what? No way. I said, yes way. You watch them play. True enough, United beat City. Yeah, they don't call me Profeto for no reason, okay? All right? Yeah, I kind of figured that one was going to happen. But here, man, the biggest news, of course, is outside of the football world. In the virtual world, we've got Football Manager 26. Which just dropped its latest patch, which hasn't exactly gone down well with the wider community. Let me just put some numbers for you. I was checking concurrent number of players playing the game at the same time. This is not MMO. If it was an MMO, it will be more relevant, right? Because that's like, player versus player. You're getting online, like maybe a game like World of Warcraft. Everybody wants to come in because they're playing against each other. So yeah, that would make sense. Concurrent players, you need the world to be very active. But we have had large number of concurrent players in games like Football Manager Live. So I've experienced that before. Problem is with Football Manager, you've got to basically look, okay, the peak at this time of the day, what is the highest number of players that are playing the game? Now that becomes quite interesting because it means that in some parts of the world, of course, there'll be a lot of interest, right? Okay, so I went and checked SteamDB figures for the last year. And it always coincides between the hours of 3 a.m. in the morning, my time, to about 5 o'clock, which would roughly be about, I think, roughly about between 10 to midnight London. Okay, so that's the timing it translates to, which makes sense because that is Europe evening. People come back from work, they're chilling, they want to play a game of Football Manager for 1 or 2 hours before they go to bed, right? So it makes sense. That would be the peak time because the biggest market is, of course, for Steam is Europe. Okay, now historically, after a patch, there's usually more players logging on. So at that time, the peak time, usually at 5 o'clock in the morning, you see more players. So I went to check all the peak times. Prior to the patch, the numbers were something like 55,000, 53,000, 54,000, 55. It was somewhere around that region, 55. Every time there was a patch, there will be a spike So it's like 70, 80, 70, 80. You look at historical patches, right? Everybody coming in, they want to try a new patch out. Big numbers here. The only downsiders were, of course, the holiday period. This year, the patch numbers after patch were lower. They were actually lower than the day before, 24 hours earlier. That means more people were disinterested in the patch, which is disturbing for me because I was quite interested. Last night, I was one of those guys that actually logged in. I did go in to have a quick look at the game up. I couldn't because I had to get my kids. I had to, it was, I didn't sleep much last night because I have to get up at about 4 a.m. in the morning to make breakfast for my kids so that they can have breakfast and make their and get their lunch stuff or get their bags basically ready because my sons are useless. They need their father to remind them, hey, today you got to do this. I just lost it with my eldest today by telling him there are certain responsibilities that you have in life. All you got to do is go to school, study, and take care of yourself. So can you just get those three lined up in like ducks in a row and shoot them so that I don't have to do it for you? So I had a long chat in the car. I was quite upset because he was supposed to do something and he forgot to do it because I want him to be part of this club in school, which does work with computers, right? But he forgot that little extracurricular form. He left it at home. And I was livid because there is a high demand for that class. So I was like, dude, how can you forget? That's the only thing you have to worry about. Stop playing with your bloody iPad. Man, these kids nowadays, man. So yeah. So I think that the peak numbers have dropped. So what are your thoughts? You guys have played football, man. Hey, we gotta go into the game soon. So I just want to know what your thoughts are. Of course, it's low interest after you see same thing fixed in last 3 patches. As I got the liar's reputation, they lost trust. Yeah. I get the argument. I think let's go and see the game first. Let's not talk too much. Let's find out about the game first. Okay, so this, of course, the color on my game is different because I have I use a reshade, so my color is always going to be different. So let's cursory look. Now I notice one thing, drop downs. They finally taught themselves how to make a drop down on Unity. I was laughing. They finally got the drop down right on Unity. Because I was wondering why the drop down wasn't a tree. Like, you can expand out, right? So I was like, how long? What? You only figured this part out now? So like overview, and there's trading overview, you setup overview, dynamics overview, medical setup overview. Oh my goodness. So what's going on with their tile system? So that's a combination of navigation tree and tiles, which is like quite sad. It's like this game has become a mishmash, of ideas. It's like, hey, let's try to fix this. Let's put in the tree, man. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I guess it's an improvement. And for some people like me, probably they go like training. I don't have to go here. I don't have to remember shortcuts, which is true because I was joking about how much you're gonna have to use memory in this game, right? So like, SI wants us to work on our memory systems. Okay, all right. So we got a portal. Let's go to what about stage? I heard big news about the stages thing. But I only have 1 season, so it doesn't really help. I can't go backwards. Yeah. I guess this is nice. I mean, I can open this up, see all news, player stats. Okay, ins and out, done deals, foreign imports, total spend. I mean, rules. Okay, cool. Season rules. I know some of the leagues, right? The rules aren't very clear. Yeah, especially CONCACAF and the South American Championships, right? The rules are not clear. You don't know which teams go into which competitions because they tell you sick. I've seen it before. Yeah, so it's not very good. I mean, some of this is not very good. Let's look at this. Let's look at that. Okay, all right, we got matches. Still, they don't want to give us a formation. Yeah, okay. All right, you don't want to give us a formation. We still got a low match to see this. No? So I always wondered, this is the thing that I always wondered. Why give us this? If you got a load match to see this. Why give us this tile if you got a load match to see this? So why don't you just give the formations in here? When you load match, you can see XG graphic story and match momentum. Right. So now you got load match and it pops up. Then you got to go into the match. Never really understood design decisions there. I mean, like, somebody's making design decisions. They're obviously, they're not a gamer. You see, now you see it. It's like you got to load the match to see it, no? Right. And you still don't get the formations. What the? Oh my God. This is... So now you can't see formation at all. Last time there were dots. That is gone now. Oh my God. At least they had a dot here before. It got worse. SI, you take one step forward, 3 steps back, and you achieve the impossible. You achieve the impossible, no? You made the patch worse. At least the last time we could see their formations. Now what? I can't see their formations anymore. I don't know what they played. Why? Because you don't want people to know what the formation they played, is it? What kind of Timothy? They actually had formations before. Now they don't know. Now they got this Mickey Mouse shit, this Mickey Mouse shit. Okay. Oh my God. What else we got here? Nothing else. Instant result. Wow, man. I mean, you take 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Only SI can do that. Nobody else can do it, no. We're developing a new game. We're going to improve the match day experience for we didn't. We made it worse. What? At least you had formations before. Now you don't have formations. Yeah. I mean, seriously? Okay, first, okay, I'm going to write notes. I've got to put feedback. I'm definitely putting feedback in. I'm going to write inside a notepad. Notepad. Yeah, I'm going to put notepad. Yeah, so, start region, play. Oh, this is my other one. No, Bustthenet profile. Okay, new. Okay. Okay. Feedback. The patch seems to have went to fixtures and loaded a game. The formations were displayed. Now, after the patch, we have returned to a world where we need to decipher what they are doing. Now we have returned to a state. That's it. I mean, I'm not going to be too critical. But this is critical. I mean, like, come on. These stats, right? They're not real-time stats. They are post stats, right? So these stats are total stats of the game. So to be fair, right, I've never really liked this. I like to see stats like if you're playing the game, you score the first goal, this one changes the time. This used to be the way to do it. You could load a match, right? You could play the match back from the start and you could see everything else. But I think, I wonder, maybe that's my mistake. There is an option. Let's see if I can turn on the option. Maybe it's an option that I screwed up with. Okay, let's go to detail. Go to match day. There used to be an option. Okay. We don't have the option. Okay, we don't know. We don't have that. Use playing colors, show all player names, use flashing commentary, replays, full match. Oh dear Lord, key man. What I never once looked at things in full. Custom, blah blah blah. No, there isn't anymore. We can't replay a game. Okay, maybe it's under replays. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's no longer under that as well. So there used to be an option last time where we could actually see their shapes. Yeah, but the thing is, we saw their in possession and out of possession. The last time we saw in possession, out of possession. Now, if you go in here, what do you get? You get nothing. Right? FCS and this team, right? So if you don't get their formation at all. There's no formation here. See? Match events, match stats, XG and get up story, match momentum. Tell me where the formations are. No, they're not formations, what? I don't see any formations here. Unless you click on this and you go to the club, then you see the formation, of course. But that's the, the wild guess formation. Here you will see the roles they were playing. I guess DCC, wingback right, DM, wingback left, AM. Yeah, you see the positions they are playing, not the roles they were playing in, right? So you kind of see what the roles they were playing in, but you have to decipher. What I'm trying to say is that there's no reason. I understand, but there's no reason not to show it. Like, why are you not showing it? Because you're already showing it during the game. Like, when I'm playing the game, they're showing it during the game, right? So, if they are already showing it when I play the game, why can't they just display the information here? For what reason are they keeping it away? Why remove it? Because, you see, if I'm playing a network game, I want to prepare for a game ahead of time. I want to know what the opposition are playing. Like, what kind of tactic are they playing in? If you don't want to give me their roles and duties, that's fine. But at least give me the shape. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, a 5-3-2, or 4-1-2-1-2. Because right now, okay, I understand it from SI's point of view. Last time, we used to have roles and duties, okay? So it was unfair. And I agree with that statement. It is very unfair that you give me roles and duties. Because if you give me roles and duties, I'll be able to break any tactic down. You show me the tactic, the moment I see free roll, I know what to do already. Right, the moment I see a channel forward, I know where I have to mark your white players, not your channel forward and your free roll. I have to look at the white players because they are the ones who are going to score the goals. See, the thing is that even if you were watching a game in real life, right, the moment you watch the way they play, you can make those kind of adjustments. Okay, fair enough. But managers, they do that by playing a game. They're watching the game in 90 minutes. That was my argument to SI last time. People are watching the game in 90 minutes. In Football Manager, the only way we're going to be able to do that is if we watch the game in 90 minutes. But nobody does that. So at least give us the positions they're playing in. 4-2-3-1. This guy is playing as a forward. This guy is playing in because right now that's what they're doing. Wing back left, wing back right, DM, wing back. This is exactly what they're doing. So why can't they just put this in a form of formation? Why can't you do that? That's my point. My point is they can do that, but they don't want to do it because this is a list view, so much more easier to do than to put out a formation, because half the time they get the formations wrong. Because if you're doing this already, and look at this, right? So if you look at this right side here, you've got players who were subbed off, right? Okay, look at this guy. Right back, Rip Muller, Verlat. This guy got subbed off. This is my team. Huh? Pfeiffer came on. What position did he play? Christensen came on. Jacobson came on. Edrogan came on. What position did he play? Look at this team. Oh, everything is nice and handy. No, he came in for this position. What position? Because as you know, when I'm playing my game, right, I don't do messy things. I move this guy to this. I have a very strict way of playing, right? The guy comes in, he plays in the same position that the guy who's coming off was playing in. So there's no like funkiness in my tactics. So what's this? This just smacks of being lazy. Okay, I'm sorry to say this. Okay, when you do something like this, you actually take one step forward, which is actually quite good because it shows us formations. Yeah, maybe you showed us too much information. You give us roles. I agree. That's too much information. You should just have shown us positions. But then when you do this not only takes it back 10 steps, you just went 10 steps back. This is worse. But issue I have with opposition scout reports is this. Opposition scout reports are never always absolutely correct. Because an opposition scout report, the number of times I played a game where the opposition scout say, oh, they're going to be playing a 4-2-3-1. Then when they go into the game, they're playing a 5-2-1-2. The opposition scout reports are never accurate. They have never been accurate in Football Manager. At least for me. And you see me on streams many times. They go, okay, we be prepared for a 4-2-3-1. They play a 5-2-1-2. I like it. They've changed the thing on me. But to say that you have an opposition scout report to go back on to see what formation they're using is just completely wrong. Yeah. So I think that SI took a few steps forward and plenty of steps backwards with this. Yeah, this is terrible. I'm a manager of my own team, no. Sometimes I want to know what formation I use in this game. I have to decipher my own formation again. Like, I have to go into this guy, and I can't go into this guy. Dear Lord, this is just as bad, man. So I've got to go into go to him, go to his performance, go to his form, then go to that game again. Right? Okay, what game was he playing in? He was playing as a channel 4 in that game. See what I mean? So I had to take 4 clicks to tell me, okay, I played him as a channel 4 against Hansa Rostock, but then I used him up top as an AM. So then I changed him to a target forward in the last couple of games. All right? Target forward, he didn't, as a channel forward, he didn't play very well. He struggles as a channel forward. Look at his numbers. He's never consistent as a channel forward. But as an AM, he's absolutely brilliant. Okay? When I play him as an AM, he does really well. You see, this is the reason why I want those. Yeah, but the percentage played, certain formations, they are not accurate as well. No. I played this game long enough to know that the percentage of opposition formations, the report, right, never accurate. Especially for a player like me, where this is only, the idea that the formations are such a big part, no. For me, it's very simple. Show me the formation and the roles. No, not the roles, the positions the players are playing in. That's all I want. You can't do that for me, I'm sorry, Yeah. Because it just smacks of being absolutely shithousery at doing the game. One moment you add a feature, the next moment you take it out. It's like you're not even sure what you want to do. Quite bad, lah. Yeah. Let's look at this. Now let's look the second big problem with this game, right? Okay, coaches. Okay, let's do the coach assignments. Can we assign coaches right now? Oh, this is not too bad. We can. For the senior team. Okay, senior team is fine. I've got no problem with the senior team. It's always going to be the youth team. Okay? That's where this whole thing will collapse. Go to the youth team. Let's go to the coaches. not addressed. Yeah, coach team. So we still cannot set our coach assignments for the youth teams. Okay, I do know that when it comes to football manager, right, coaches themselves, right, the quality of your coaches will not impact, the quality of your coaches does not affect the attribute development of your players. That one totally, coaches just small, really small part. Okay, facilities are important, personality is important, professionalism, ambition, determination is important. Playing time is incredibly important. So these are the things that will affect their development. What will affect the players is going to be unhappiness, right? So, okay. So if your coach distribution is not optimal, meaning you can actually put better, you can actually make, like, for example, Profeto Papa can actually help out with possession technical, so we can lift the standard possession technical, because the staff don't allow me to bring in another coach, right? My players could be unhappy about the quality of certain coaches, and that can affect their development. Problem is, I can't change it right here, can I? Because this doesn't allow me to do that, right? So when I bring in a coach, it automatically goes into this slot, whatever slot they are in. So even if I ask the assistant to assign or remove all assignments and ask, it's the same thing. I can't do anything else. I can't do that thing. So unhappiness will affect your players in terms of the development, definitely. Okay, because they just won't train so well. Okay, so this is for me quite a big deal, right? So this has not been addressed. So this is brilliant. Okay. Okay, next thing we're gonna do. Okay, we already done the first two, right? The first two big ones. Okay, first big one that SI completely dropped the ball on for me, as far as I'm concerned, was the opposition. The match reports. Discuss new contract with Pfeiffer. I think we want to keep Pfeiffer around, right? That was all good. On reflection, that seems a fair request. No, I'm not sure. I'm afraid. I will do it now, because Pfeiffer definitely going to carry on. So where's Pfeiffer? Let's just sort out his contract right now. He's only 27. We can give him one season. Enter contract negotiations. Important player, no. You're just a regular starter. You take it or leave it. Now this is non-negotiable. If he's not happy, yeah, attacking midfielder, non-negotiable. You're a fullback. You take it or leave it. Nope. Okay, that's it. I didn't cancel. He canceled. That's fine for me. Yeah, because I'm very particular about formations. Yeah. Scout reports cannot be relied on because they're always never 100% accurate, which is why I'm like that. Stefan Musa has agreed a deal to leave the club and join Rosen. Okay, done. Okay, so let's look at the columns, right? I mean, I honestly, I never had much issue with this. I didn't have much of an issue with this. Sorting of columns and everything else. Let's see if what is it? Shortlist. Remember the shortlist? Okay, shortlist. We got shortlist here. All right. And we have our shortlist. Wait, what is this? Default. Okay, scout transfer. We got another custom view. Okay. Recruitment destroyers is here. All right. And let's go edit search. Filters. We can't import filters. Yeah. Still can't import filters. Yep, we can't. You have to create the filter and that's it. No. Yeah. Filters cannot. You can't import. So you got to keep doing it all over and over again. At least for a shortlist, 100%. Okay. All right, we come in here, edit search. What about here? Yep. Can't import filters. Okay, I'm not gonna write too much yet. Okay, so no filters. Our filters still not there. Okay. Oh, let's look at finances. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still can't tell. You're why there? Come on, that pitch. Cloud finances again. Come on. Okay, so why can't I stay on that page? Income. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can't. Oh, God. Okay. So on a straight line, I can. But on a downward trend, I can't. Yeah, I can't. You see the mouse over empty box. I can't tell the peaks and troughs. Okay, let's go out here. Let's look at wages. No, forget that. Okay. Yeah, if I wanted to find a lot of things wrong with this game, I'd probably find a lot, you know. So let's not be too judgmental. I mean, I should be, but you know. Why the graph look so funny? Projections look quite good, huh? Well, transfer budget, you see the profit and loss 1713, and look at the transfer budget 10.7. Quite a big chunk of our profit goes straight to the transfer budget. But we are trying to keep wage costs. Look at our wage costs. We're from 9 to 8. Why? Because I didn't extend contracts. Zigona, I saw you, man. Okay, so there is still no edit. We cannot edit our filters. We cannot we can export import views, but when it comes to searches and all, there's no filter. You make one and you make one big ass one, and then you got to look after it. So you can't like create different filters for different people. So that's a big no-no for me. Yeah, Squad Planner, I mean most of it is, I think most of the changes I see, they are like I guess, I mean, for me it's okay, except that in some, I mean, for me the big areas of the game that needed to be improved were not improved. Yeah. So for me, those areas have not been improved, and for me, that makes this patch a complete fail. Yeah. I mean, they took out the formations. That's for me a big deal. Yeah, because I mean, I want to know what formations the opposition played. Right? I just want to know. I mean, we haven't come to training. Yeah, so let's go and set up training. Let's set up training now, okay? We haven't set up training yet. Okay, we set up heavy early already. Heavy, normal, late. This is just preseason. I didn't do this, right? This one the AI. Yeah, heavy early, preseason. And then we just leave it alone. I really, honestly, right, at this point in time, right, I think it's very painful to do training. Custom schedule. Bunda balance is coming in. Okay, where's Bunda balance? Okay, so can I? There's still no copy paste. Can I adjust it from here? You know this is gotta be. Click on that. So when I click on transition restrict, you see that? All these are coming. Oh, they've done something different. They've done something different. So now transition restrict. Attributes it works out as passing, tackling, anticipation, concentration, marking, position. At this color lah, you know, as I ran out of money, cannot buy coloring pencil anymore. Is it? Cannot color this, is it? I mean, put some color into the game. You know, like this one can be another color, this can be another color, this can be another color. What's wrong with this company? art. They went to art school. F9, is it? Design work. I tell you, right, when they go to design school, they got F9, no, seriously. Like, you can at least color this, right? You know, this is actually an improvement. Because right now, previously we couldn't tell, bro. You come in here, attacking, now you can change it, right? You can change each one inside already. Previously, you can't, no. Now you can at least see the attributes. Oh my God. Yeah, overall, right, they can't fit everything. There's a lot more attributes in overall than just this, though. There's a lot more, okay? So they went like, okay, we attributes, they got to work on this. Their tactical familiarity work on this. Attributes, okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. This is all. Why can't you? I swear to God, when it comes to design decisions, yeah, because this is all AI. I think half this game is done by an AI. Yeah, I don't believe a human designed this game, because you cannot be a human design this game. I'm of the opinion this game was designed by AI. You just gave it a job, that's it, and you hope that it would cut costs for you. You didn't want to hire all these people, so somebody came to SI and told SI, you know what? Yeah, we don't need people nowadays, man. You just give us the thing, we'll set it up for you, we'll get the AI to do it for us. Design the whole game. You see, you can tell. Nowadays you can create apps with Gemini. You can create your own app. Yeah, no problem. We create a game for you. Yeah, somebody conned SI. SI got conned damn badly by some company from Poland. Yeah, those guys probably pull off a con job. Don't worry, we'll get this done. Look at this, physical is okay, but you got overall, boom. What about the rest of the attributes? No, we don't. Okay, then after that, when a person starts the game for the first time, right? What are the attributes that are affected by overall? Yeah, but they only have acceleration. They only have this group. There's no tackling. There's no teamwork. There's no hitting. It's not there. It's not worked on overall. I'm telling you, you look at the game. It's in the game. Imagine telling people it's a UI error. Oh my God, the amount of bad stuff. The amount of bad stuff is quite a lot. So looking at training, right? This they really dropped the ball here. I mean, I like the idea that you can actually come in here and change things, but when you start laughing straight away. Definitely created by AI. There's no way this is created by a human. Really, that means you better fire that guy tomorrow. He's better not be working for me. If he was working for me, he's out of a job. He's immediately gone out of the door. Because you were probably, what were you smoking while working? All right, youth development. Let's see. I mean, what about the youth page? Is it a big difference? No, I don't think so. Yeah, youth development. They got youth performance. They got like, now you gotta keep going out. Okay, what? Okay, youth setup. They got youth. What is youth performance? Oh, this in terms of training. So, yeah, this weekend, this training, right? It's just training. So if you got a decent view if you have a decent training view, right? If you have a decent training view, you get that in a heartbeat, man. You like come in here and go like, okay, yeah, all right, they done well. This one is the progress. Unfortunately, it doesn't really show very well. Let's try and see auto size this column. There we go. So you can see, right? I mean, according to SI's, whoever did graphs in SI, they went to school, not lines, but blobs. Okay. I mean, let me make it bigger. Maybe somebody's going to criticize me. No, damn it. It's supposed to be much bigger. Okay, all right. It's supposed to be much bigger. Correct. There we go. So if you look at it, right, he did improve. Yeah. Okay, some players. So is this better or that better? I'm going to ask you guys, no? Okay. You want to see youth performance? Where is it better? Here? This view or the other view? This view, definitely. Because you can tell if a young player has been doing quite well over time, right? Right? This guy over time has done quite well. Xavier Littman, right? So Oscar Lindemann has done quite well. This guy is just his quick improvements in Muragat and Search and Kok. But some, okay, there's a reset somewhere. What happened? I scroll. You see what happens, right? I scroll, boom, jumps here. Oh, that's evil, man. That's evil. That's evil. Yeah, let's go down. Let's hold the thing. We hold the thing, it won't jump. Yeah. So it's not too bad. Yeah. All the small things you have to do in this game. So as far as training is concerned, that's not, I mean, it's okay. So it's either you take this view, right? You create a view like this where you can see everything at a glance, right? For your whole team. Or do you prefer this view? Youth performance. What does it tell me? Yeah. I will let this screen talk for itself. Okay? All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so we know our coaches are buggered. Okay, our coaches are buggered. Coach assignments are all gone. So through our training, we got to go overview, then we go to training, then we come in here, then we go coach assignments. Unfortunately for us, youth coach assignments don't work anymore, so that is out. Okay, all right. Let's look at. I'm not interested in mentoring. Yeah, so let's not go there. Youth candidates. Okay, all right. This is interesting. Okay, but we don't have any candidates to talk about at the moment, so we'll ignore that. Tactics the same. Okay, but I know what to do. Hey, we have pre-season, right? Okay, June, right? So can we set up our calendar? Where's the calendar? Calendar is here. Okay. Go to holiday. How do I fixtures? Okay. Arrange friendlies. Not. Okay. Apparently I can't do it now. So I'm going to save the game. Save game as okay. Season 1 end. Yeah. Patch. Okay. I'm going to save as a patch just in case. Ask SI on your review the difference between shortcut and bookmark. I can put a bookmark to mark 20 pages on my 5,000. Yeah, I know. Yeah. There were eventually SI, I'm thinking they might want to give people an option to I don't know, modify their bookmarks. Yeah. Okay, so we got a 1st of July, I guess. So 31st of July. All the way. Where look, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play this game again. Okay, I'll be realistic. Okay, I'm being very realistic. No, I don't know if I'm ever playing this game again. Yeah, I get. Look, the tactics are really easy on Football Manager. You can make the what's that guy now? That Joker that's playing well for Bayern Munich. 2-2-6. He's playing. That one's quite easy, right? Yeah, just make a 4-4-2. You got yourself a 2-2-6 after that. Or you can do a 4-2-3-1, you still got 4-2-2-6. Yeah. So either way also works. So you can do it like a 4-2-3-1, or you can do it like a but his 2-2-6 actually transitions from a 2-4. It goes from a 2-4 2-5. Yeah. So you just have to make that right. A lot of people like to say it's 2-2-6. But that's in the final third. When they already get there, you got to look at the midfield. So you got to break it down from the start. Yeah, and then it goes to the midfield. When they do the consolidation phase, that's when you count the number of players, and that's where your roles come in. That's it. Quite straightforward. Was I surprised? No, my markers, I was expecting it. I actually made money on the game. Yeah, I expected United to beat City without a shadow of a doubt. I had no doubts in my mind that City were going to lose. I was 100% sure because it always happens. It almost always happens, bro. United fire a coach. And then the next game, they play some big dog and they beat him. Yeah. Don't know, United. Then after that, they'll be like singing nice. We have to give him a new contract and everything falls apart. Nothing changes United. Barco 1986, thank you for the follow, sir. Welcome to the channel. Are you having any fun? Okay, guys, should you play FM26? No, of course not. It got worse. It did. I'm waiting to see. Okay, so right now, we know that the youth training coaches, we can't assign them. So that's out. We know that SI removed the functionality for us to actually know what formation a team used in a game they played. Maybe they played their league game. They had a formation that they used. They removed the function. Now we can't even tell what formation they played last game. So that's gone. Okay, so now we have to depend on opposition scout reports, which are never ever accurate. Okay. What else have we got that doesn't work? Oh yeah, then you've got a whole new youth setup where they've got these new trees like youth performance, but when you go to the youth performance, there's so little information there. It makes it wonder why did SI bother doing that page for in the first place when you can actually just you see, the thing is, this is how I feel, right? Okay, I feel that SI should have focused more on things like, okay, give the guys a bit more quality of life changes like filters, right? Give us filters that we can filter, or quality of life change. Show us a formation, or at least the positions they were playing in. Quality of life change. That's quality of life. Okay, quality of life change. Allow us to see all the attributes in the training that you're trained. No, God forbid, you only can show like 10, like dirt. People are playing the game for the first time and they go, hey, overall only impacts 10 attributes, man. Yeah, no tackling. What are you doing overall for? And you're going to create this situation where people are going to be playing the game for the first time in their lives. You're not helping the cause, boys. OSI, you're not helping anyone. You're making things worse. I saw people playing high press with very low defensive line. Cannot be ever. I mean, if you do a high press with a low defensive line, it just means your fullbacks aren't very high up the pitch. That's it. But it means that there's a lot of gaps in midfield. So you can actually transition the ball. You can play a mid-block against that kind of a tactic. And you'll do quite well because they're going to have struggle. Hey, did SI go to Donald Trump University, is it? So must have. I think Donald Trump must have at a university teaching people unity. They must have gone there to learn unity. Huh? Must have. The only logical explanation for this word, right or not? Must be that. Can't be anything else, man. I refuse to believe people actually let this through though. Like, I see some of the bugs, they're just incredibly like. Sorry, ISI. No wonder. I was wondering last night, when I got up, right, I was looking at the numbers, right? Number of players playing Football Manager. I can tell, I go to bed, I can actually have this little gizmo in my house, right? That tells me the number of people playing SI Football Manager at this time on Steam. I looked up, I saw, less than 50? Can't be, man. 51 or 52, no, I saw the number. I was like, it's impossible. This is the day of the patch. It should be 80, 90, 100. No, it's actually lower than 24 hours ago. Oh, shit. I think SI have already started the work. No, they have started the work on the winter update or the content update coming up. I don't think he's going to make things any better. Well, you put the bloody World Cup on top of this shit. Good luck to you, lah. I'm sorry, you can't even get the base game right. And this is the thing, this is FM Lite though. This is not even with all the full functionality that we have come to associate with Football Manager. This is like Football Manager Lite. Yeah, and I know that there are still some match engine issues. There are a lot of match engine issues. Still got quite a number of match engine issues. Definitely. And I don't think they got time to fix the match engine issues because they got so many other issues elsewhere. It's like, hey, this part of the house is burning down. I know, but hell, man, our kitchen is burning too. But fuck, man, if the garage is on fire, that's where my cars are. I don't care. The bedroom's on fire now. Which one do we say first? Okay, go to the kitchen just in case it blows up. No, but the car is full of gas. Boom. Full house explodes. That's how I see it. They have to start something for FM27, otherwise they will delay this release again. I don't think they are going to be in a position to give us FM27 that's playable. I think it's just going to be the same FM26. Yeah. I wouldn't be buying FM27. I'm going to put it out there now. No. There's no way I will buy FM27. No, I'm not buying FM27, man. You're gonna have to give it to me for free. I'm not playing for it. Yeah. Can you do BYT tomorrow? Maybe I'll do BYT. Maybe tomorrow I'll play Football Manager 24. I'm not playing Football Manager 27 again. Or 26 again. Fuck this shit. You know, I've had it with this Mickey Mouse shit. This is terrible, this game. I don't feel like playing this game. Yeah, every time I look at this game, I feel like I'm throwing up. Yeah, the great thing about this game is the match engine. Yeah, it is true. The match engine is nice. It's glorious, right? But that's about it. How long can you keep that going for? What, the whole year? Cannot. The training is a meh. And to be honest with you, right, holidaying is very slow, no? The processing is also quite slow. Imagine all those guys right now who have installed all those fantastic stadiums. I'm happy for you guys. You're playing all the fantastic stadiums. You know, you're putting in. Yeah, be careful, it'll slow your rig down. And I think SI might have problems with that mod, no, because I mean, right now at the moment, it's not such a big deal, right? Because no streamer is using it, from what I can tell. You know, I don't know if any other streamers are playing the game. Because hey man, I just had a neck. Look, the reason why I'm not playing this game or streaming is not because I chose not to play the game and I don't want to stream. It's because I was unfortunately involved in a car accident 3 months ago, suffered whiplash, and I cannot turn my neck properly. And playing computer games is just making it very difficult for me. Especially when I play a game which makes me a bit agitated sometimes, like this game does. And I'm feeling feverish, man. How is it possible that I feel feverish? You see, play Football Manager, get fever. This is not a good sign. Football Manager made me sick. Well, I'll try it out a bit more, you know. But definitely, for every 2 steps forward, they took 3 steps back. You know. Okay, I think 30th June. When can we set up friendlies? July the 1st, right? Let's just kick out this stop first, you know. Come on, hurry up, stop. I'm tired. I just want to stop this endless cycle of we are playing Football Manager 24 already. Enough is enough. Done. Don't like it? Blue la la. Oh, we got the fixture schedules up. All right, calendars, please. I do like some of the things in this game, you know. Yeah, 1st of July, all joining. Go on holiday. Hey, no. Picture. Arrange friendly. Okay, let's go. Huh? Date. Wait, don't you dare. What the hell? You mean I have to... Why? One by one. I can't go for 2, is it? Huh? Why? Huh? Antwerp? Why? SI? Why do you have to do this to me all the time? Cannot. We're too far to travel to Antwerp. Okay lah. Nearby team. Kecil. Okay. 8 of July. Don't want 8 of July lah. Yeah, 8 of July lah, whatever lah. You come back, train. Confirm. Oh my god, We got 4, and then we got to do another. Choose club, very small reputation, team hall. That's 7 already, right? Okay, done. So it looks like friendlies that haven't improved yet. No? Can you take a look at my tactic? Because to me, it looks very balanced. It makes some sense. But currently, a 10-game loss run is driving me insane. What tactic is that? What, Football Manager 24 or 26? Because today is the last day I'm playing 26, man. Probably, because I've had it with this game. Yeah. Tactic is still quite straightforward, but the game itself is a pain in the ass. Yeah. BD roller. Yeah, SAS. Just let me know. Bomberg sign, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Start a free transfer window. We got a couple of players coming in right on the transfer window. Okay, so is there a big news item that says who's coming, who's here, who's last time we used to have this nice one, right? DJ staff Steven Musa and Jens Forsch each deal coming on a free transfer. But 6 signings seal. Okay, we got Dennis Dressel. Beautiful, look at him, man. Oh, do I have to draw a screenshot? FM26. I see if my links are still up. I can give you the link and you just pop it in. Hold on, just give me a minute. It's been a while since I've done something like this. Upload tactic. Okay. So hopefully, use that link and so hopefully, it works. Yeah, hopefully it works. Dennis Dressel. Look at that, man. We got all these guys here. We got Dennis coming in. Look at him. He's sexy. Then we got Justin Janizak, another one, left back. Lai Kran, DM. Stefan Muir, winger. Then we got Lex Lobinger. I like him, no? My striker. Ronald Leoke. He's my centre back. The only one we haven't brought in is a goalkeeper. Right, we have to get a goalkeeper. So let's look at our financial situation. Finances for it'd be nice, right? Transfer. You tell me how much money I got left. Is it possible? Just very easy, club finance. It'd be like here. You go overview. You just tell me straight away. Transfer balance remaining. Wage budget 100. I'm on 100.2, so I have to adjust this. Okay, we can't make a change to this. Man, I want to smash something already. Okay, where's the transfers? I know it's probably because I haven't been playing this game for a while, right? Oh, what's this? Oh, hey, I haven't gone to this page yet. Okay, overview. Competitions. Why is this color a lighter shade than this color? Okay. I don't see much content creating new tactics as those regular names. Nah, no need. No. Tactics are fun. I created over 150 tactics already, right? Stop. I don't want to do it. It's too easy. Right? This game is quite fun. For tactics, it's quite fun. That's about it. Yeah. Other than that, is what? Okay, I'm trying to find money. Where do I go to find out how much money I got? I want to balance my wage budget. I thought you do it here. Wages. I know it's a transfer budget, a recruitment budget, transfer budget. There we go. Wage budget. Finally, adjust wage budget. You 185 transfer budget 85, right? So, I have to push it up. Yeah, I can't do it anymore already because I'm on the cusp. Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, that's it. I calculated just nice, no. I did it just nice. I'm in trouble. Can't do it anymore already. So finances, we add the limit. Okay, so let me just go and see if I can find. Of course, I gotta show you guys my ugly mug first. Okay, and there we go. Ugly mug first. Can we look? I got some of the comments from other people playing this game, like on the forums, right? They're like, plenty to say, Hey, don't show that, Okay. Why can't I just change cameras? Because I had to be a genius, no? Do all this kind of funky stuff for my cameras. Okay, all right, let's go Dropbox. Droppy boxy. Okay, droppy boxy. Okay, need to wait for it to synchronize first. Okay, I hope it's in the right folder. I know I gave you something to upload, right? I think, where did I put it? You guys remember? No? I used to call, what did I used to call that folder? Oh man, I gotta click on the link myself. Where does it take me to? Does it say BYT FM24 public? Okay, BYT FM24 public. Okay, BYT FM24 public. Let's bring your tactics. Oh no, I think uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. I got a problem, no. The BYT folder got completely muted by me. Yeah. Hold on. I know the link still works, but it will take you somewhere else. I got to go to the Dropbox folder myself. Look like I'm actually doing some work. Dropbox. Okay. I gotta log in. I'm so annoyed with myself today. Okay, we're in. Alright, so folders. Okay, sorry, wrong username. Wrong username. Boop boop. Dropbox. I am definitely falling asleep. I'm definitely not say falling asleep. But I haven't used this account for so long. There we go. Lucky I pinned the folder. So, Palace tactic, right? Yep, I see the tactic. Anyway, guys. In something, I will tell you right now. I might not stream tomorrow, actually. I just remembered something. Hey, tomorrow I can stream. Yeah, it's Thursday, I won't be streaming. Thursday, I don't want to stream. Or should I stream? I don't know. Depends, huh? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm 60. I'll be 60 years old. It's my birthday. I'm a grumpy fart on that day. So, I tend to be quite, I won't say I'm grumpy all the time, but you know, I don't know about you guys, but some people, they get a bit grumpy. I could say I might be one of them. As you get older and older and older, you start asking yourself, what's it all about, baby? New folder. I have to create oh shit, I just remembered. You cannot access folders. The football manager right now, you cannot access folders. That is one of the reasons why I don't do BYT, Because last time we got access to folders, right? Now you cannot go to a folder within Football Manager. Yeah, so it makes it almost impossible for you to go and do like all my tactics for network play are here, all my tactics for AI are here. You can't do that anymore. Yeah, so that's a pain in the ass. Okay, so let me just save this game now. Okay, version 1. I'll just have a look at your tactic. This decided to get a 9-0 in the game. my 9-year-old played the game. We didn't last long. My 9-year-old just stopped playing the game. It was like, because my son was playing the game, and then after a while, he just didn't want to play anymore. He was like, he wasn't even interested in the game. He was like, Daddy, I don't play the game. I said, why? Not fun. It's too much, You cannot, look, this game has always been a nerd's game, okay? All right, that's it. You take away the nerdishness and you hope that this game can appeal to the TikTok generation, all in the effort of hunting down money. Okay. All right, I can tell you what you did wrong now. Okay, BD Roller, what's your problem? Yeah, just tell me what your issue is. I want to know what your issues are first. I don't want to guess. Okay, the problem with this tactic, I'll tell you right now, right? Okay, this tactic is already defensive. You made it even more defensive with this out of formation. So basically, when you lose the ball, right, you're telling everybody, I want you to come all the way back here and defend. So what happens is, as a result of that, right, you are in trouble most of the time. Okay, so looking at your supporting runs, you 50-50, you go down the flanks, dribbling, okay, progress through also, you're not trying to put pressure on one side of the pitch when you build up play. So there are certain things I would change with your tactic. Now, for one thing, right, I don't know what kind of players you have, but I would just go, why are you doing this, right? This is too defensive. Screening defensive midfielder, defensive midfielder, pressing central midfielder. It's like you're getting all these guys to come back into their defensive positions and you're allowing opposition teams to work their magic against you. Okay, why don't you do something different? You got wide forward, winger, AM. This is playmaker, right? And DM. Okay, this guy's going to attack, this guy's going to come in. Fullback, centre back. This wing back is channeling forward. You just play him as a fullback, okay? All right. Now, this guy can be creative. This guy is a channel forward. Don't play as a centre forward. Play him as a channel forward. Why? Because you actually need this guy to move up and down, left and right. Because you want a wide forward to get into the area. You want a winger to give you width. This guy's going to roam, right? Follow tactic, hold up ball, shooting, passing. Okay, you leave it for now. I mean, I personally will get him to roam, yeah. But this guy is an AM. What is he? Have you got any play instructions on him? Out of possession, nothing. Okay, this guy is he's like on support duty. He's not attacking the box. Okay, my advice is, you're looking at both these roles, right? See, both of these goals are not attacking the box. No, yeah, they're not, because they're not going up straight away. So if you're gonna do that, what you can do is you can somehow or another make one of these go attack the box, right? So see this winger is going, right? So why don't you play the MPM here? Play this guy as AM, but also tell him to make more forward runs. So now he's gonna attack the box a lot more, right? So winger attack. So now he got options. So channel forward is coming. Moving left and right, this brings him into the box. This guy's going to drift. So what he can now do with this tactic, right, for your team instructions, progression, right, you come to the progression here. Supporting runs, what you want to do is, you can do both flanks. It won't kill you. Progress through both flanks. What does this do? This creates like overloads on one side of the pitch. As you bring your DMs, right, what they will end up doing, more of them will move to the side of the focus, right? So they move this side of the focus while you're creating. So this guy is not a MPM. He's trying to create. He's on support duty. So this guy might overlap and might underlap, because we have the overlap underlap, right? We're doing that with a priority for underlaps. Okay. All right. So you can do that. If with this tactic, right? Sometimes what I tend to do is I even shoot this guy forward as a libero. Then these guys all attack him. But then it becomes like a really aggressive tactical system. Now, what about out of possession? Out of possession, just do the same thing. This guy is better off here. Okay, you can actually play this guy as a screening central midfielder. This guy as a pressing central midfielder. Oh no, this guy can actually be a central midfielder as well. So this guy can screen, or he can just be a central midfielder as well. So both of them can just center. And then after that, this guy can be, okay, if he plays as a winger, there's nothing wrong with this. No, I leave it in generic roles all the time. Yeah, my tactics all are generic. You can just, if you want him to be more defensive, tracking winger. But don't pick any of the others. If you're struggling, if you are really strong and you can defend one side very, very well, if you wanted to, you can actually do this. White covering central midfielder. He supports this guy, right? This guy is going to stay in the middle to support play. This guy is going to defend the flanks a bit more. He's going to be a bit wider. All right. This guy is, center forward, don't track. You need a counter attacking outlet. Yeah, so this one is out. Then this can be a winger. He will double back. He will come back and help you defend. He'll still come back and help you defend. Fullback. That's fine. Keep it like that. There's no need to go and change your tactic. So this is a bit more aggressive. Then after that, they're going to come back and help you defend. Now, if you find that you want them to do more defending, tracking winger. Now they're going to track. This guy's going to cover the flanks. This guy is just going to hunt around the middle. You need these guys to hunt. These guys got to hunt. Then what you do with this guy is you come in here, go out of possession, do this for everyone, is you go to them and you go more often, mark tighter, tackling harder, and yeah, that's it. Yeah. So these all three of them do the same thing. I think the out of possession is really mean. Don't worry about. Okay, one thing a lot of people are doing on Football Manager is they're overthinking their out of possession, because you have to remember this, right? When you play out of possession that is so deep, right, and you have counter press, you think his counter press is going to work because you're also telling your team their defensive positions are very deep. That's not helping your counter press, no, because your counter press is just going to fall apart. So there are a lot of things that people are doing with these tactics, right? Where if you play this formation is one of the most defensive formations in the game. It doesn't create a lot of goals. So you have to think about how do you get more out of this going forward, not how do you get this to defend more. So what do you want to do? What I like to do is I look at this like that. I go okay, fine. I'll just get you guys to stretch. Okay, you can be just. I think I use channel midfielder. So you go into the channels with this guy, support play. You actually be a fullback, and then I'll tell you to do something very funky. Out of possession, I want you to. Not this one. Where is it now? Not this thing. Where's the sit narrow? Okay, I forgot that. I haven't played this game in so long. Sit narrow. Where are you? Marking tackling. Did he remove it? Did they remove sit narrow? Cannot be. Oh, there we go. Attacking with sit narrower. Sit narrower, cut inside with the ball. And yeah, so sit narrow, cut inside with the ball. What happens with this guy? When you have the ball, he goes this way. Xiaomi Fida is going this way. This guy is going this way. A lot of chaos in this on the left side if you have a very creative player. So this guy can end up scoring goals for you as well. And he can push this guy forward. This will push him forward. He can even be more aggressive, asking him to do more forward runs. But you leave that for another day first. Then you have this guy going forward, right? He's going forward, right? So what you do is you get this guy to go forward as well. So this guy moves into this slot. So when he moves into this slot, he becomes a 2 with this guy. And then you get a 3-man backline. But this 3-man backline, that's what I call, like I wrote in my guide, a diamond pivot. So every time you attack one side of the pitch, they all shift to this side. If they're going the left way, they shift to the left, which is why we use this instruction. Progress through both flanks, because this instruction, supporting flanks, really contribute towards this these switches, when you build play on one side and you build play on the other side. So you can actually get this to work. Football Manager 26, right? You can make out of possession tactics that are very different from your in possession tactics. But when you do that, you have to think about things like counter press. Do you want to use it? So in most cases, I'll tell people, if you're making one of those I'm playing I have a 4-2-4 that defense is a 4-4-2 DM deep. Okay. So what I do with that tactic is regroup is the instruction that I use. I don't use counter press because I know it's not going to work because so many players are forward, right? So if I lose the ball, I don't want them all hunting. Oh, for what? They just come back. So it's like one of my lower league counter attacking systems. So here, passing the range is fine. This is fine. Creative fitness is fine. Time wasting is fine. Play for side pieces is fine. I think all this is fine. This is all okay, Yeah, but learn how to use this, and this is quite funky. So if you can also this means that I prioritize underlaps more than I prioritize overlaps. Okay, right now if I do this, it means I prioritize overlaps more than I prioritize underlaps. Okay, if I do this, it means that I'm only overlapping down the left side, but there's with a heavy priority about overlapping down my left side, but on the right flank, my fullback is going to try and come inside some of the time. Okay, so that's what's happening with this game now. This is about focused play. Now, if I do both flanks, it means see these two guys? These are my central midfielders, right? See what has happened? The central midfielder moves to the side of the focus to support play going down that way. So whenever you play with a side focus, right, this guy will move closer to this side to support play. See this? He's gone to this side. So these two players, they will pivot to the side of the focus. Now, the downside of doing something like this is you cannot play too wide. When you play too wide, you open up the spaces in the center. So you always want to use a tactical system that is narrower, not wider. Wide tactical systems, when they do this, they struggle because they leave too many gaps. So in a wide system, you only ever choose left or right, but you never choose both. You have to choose one only. The problem with the wide system is when you do a left side, your entire right side becomes exposed. That's how United conceded all those goals against City. Because City were leaving one side of the pitch very exposed the other day. Right? I think City's right side was very exposed, right, when Nathan Ake was playing. So they kept loading up on the left as they moved forward, and then they allow a lot of space, and they targeted the space. It was very rudimentary. United got whacked. City is one of the easiest teams to beat, actually, on paper, if teams just play direct football. No worries, man, BD Roller. I'm fine. We just... I love to help. Our Discord is also fantastic, except lately I've been sick. Getting sick again. Hey, not my fault. The game made me sick. I got fever. Thank you, SI. I have to leave my comments what I think of the game. Should I or not? Should I leave my comments behind? Oh, yeah, terrible game, this one. No, I don't mind. The tactical side of Football Manager is quite straightforward. It's very, very easy. Don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, people are overcomplicating it way too much. You can play a 4-4-2 and still play very well. Yeah, just keep it simple. And all this nonsense about the match engine, conspiring against me, I'm going to go on a bad run, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't, we all get bad runs in the game. It's just a matter of how you bounce back. I get bad runs all the time. But, okay, I know it's a game. It's meant to be a game. Yeah. Out of possession, the best roles for out of possession are always going to be generic. Always generic. They are the best roles. Never choose any other role except a generic role when you want to make the tactic for the first time. Hey, any formation you make for the first time, just go generic first. Yeah. For out of possession. In possession, you can do all the funkiness. Bamberg had made a non-negotiable offer for Noah Klose. Noah Klose, look at this, right? Nothing has changed, no, SI. See? The inconsistencies in the game, quite surprising. Yeah. This is another inconsistency, I find. So here we got a coach report that says the potential ability is 1.5 star. But here we have, so where does this come from then? Current ability unknown. But here you tell me the coach report is current ability known. Why is this unknown then? Because we actually have what in the game is this is an overlay. No? This whole page is an overlay, and this is a pre-existing page. So this page has not updated the information in the game. So nowadays when I look at this game, right, I'm asking myself, right, is this pulling in the latest data in the game? Because it makes you wonder, right? It does, no? It will always make me wonder. I don't like inconsistency, especially when it comes to UI design. Okay, so we accept. Let him go, I have quite a few good attacking midfielders. Do you think it's worth utilizing them more? So a possession 4-2-3 and out of possession drop it into a 4-3-2-1. No, I show you my formation, right? You can play a 4-2-3-1 and drop back into like a 4-4-2 DM. I show you my tactic. I'll show you what I do. So this is your tactic, right? So this is mine. So I play a 4-2-3-1. I'm an underdog. I'm not one of those big teams. I play a Simeone style system. So I got this 4-2-3-1. I got DM, fullback, and I got this guy pushing forward. So it forms like a diamond pivot at the back, right? Then winger, free roll who just goes everywhere trying to hopefully string a ball into the area because these two guys are going to come in. And these two guys are the ones that are scoring most of the goals. Okay? Out of position, I play a 4-4-2. That's it. So all you have to worry about is who drops where. So I know this guy's going to drop here, this guy's going to drop here, and these two can be the last two up top. So why don't you just do that 4-2-3-1? Perfectly pairs with a 4-4-2 DM. Perfect. It's like hand in glove. Brilliant on the counter attack. Because you're going to have two players on the counter and you will have two banks of 4. That's it. Easiest. So don't make a 4-3-2 and it's too safe. You're playing with seven. You're playing with seven, and then maybe 2, 3. This way, you lock down your middle. You force them to go down the flanks, and then after that, if you lose the ball, it's a quick 1-2 buckle my shoe up top. So you have a target forward, center forward, it can work. If you have 3 really strong central midfielders, also this can work. Because this player is one of my strongest players. Yeah, one of my strongest players in my team. Which I'm waiting to see what happens next year. It'll be fun. We haven't set up the training yet for the players who just joined in. I'm waiting for FM24 BRT. I've built 3 different ways there with the same instructions and choose which one to play against different opponents. Wow, that's complicated. I just played one tactic. I look at a game, see the formation they're using, and just adapt. Very easy. I have a very simple philosophy in Football Manager. I look at a tactic that's being played against me, right? So if it's a back 5, okay, all I do is I play a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2, and I mess up your flanks, so your wing backs out of the game. But I have to make sure that I've got at least 2 attacking the middle. So it's a 4-2-3-1. That means there'll be 1 channel forward, and then 1 free roll, right? So that's 2. Okay. So if it's a 4-4-2 or 4-2-4, same principle. I got 2 in front. I'm still smashing your flanks. Then if I see like the 5-2-1-2, then I just make sure that your wing backs cannot pass inside. So you just have simple strategies. I don't have to change anything. Because the 4-3-3 is a defensive formation. Yeah. If you understand why it's a defensive formation, you will understand how to play it. So my suggestion to most people is understand what's the strengths and the weaknesses of the formation. Why is it strong against certain formations? Why is it weak? You don't have to spend too much time. 4-3-3, very strong formation if you know how to play it. If you don't know how to play it, you play like one of those, like you download a tactic and then you can't play it, then good luck to you. I'm sorry, then you'll be one of the too many bucks in match engine. Julian Lee Vilman, how are you, sir? I don't know, man. You want to leave the club? The deal to hire? They want to hire him as a fitness coach. Who am I to argue with my staff? As long as he's got a good personality, light-hearted. Cancel. Not interested. Go and find somebody else. That's how I'm like now in the game. You go and get somebody else. But sir, we need a new coach. Yeah, that's not my problem. Go find someone who's good. Gospers, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Several class I made offers for Damian Dordan, and nobody is taking Damian Dordan. Have you seen his name? Have you seen his name? I don't care what he looks like. Nobody is taking him. He's got a name of legends, man. He's Damian Dordan. Okay. Reject all offers. Damian Dordan is staying here. What? Max? You want my Max Christiansen? Oh my God, look at this offer I'm getting for Real Zaragoza. Hey, this is a no joke, though. He's my best player. Sorry, But he might get upset, no? He might get upset. No? Yeah, we settle Damian Dordan first, reject all offers. Okay, now we don't worry about the rest yet. Gospers, I understand from the ether, Mr. Frank is in trouble. Mr. Frank is in trouble. So what else is new in London? Michael Carrick is having the time of his life. But as we all know, he's got the new manager luck, come in, Manchester United. I already predicted they're going to lose. I went to the Western game, was behind to go for the Hammers. Yeah, I know you must say how you felt, man. Do they fix players' values in Romania? Players like Musi will be better. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think... The question is this, right? At the end of the day, as I like to think that they've already done enough work on the accuracy of those player values. Yeah, so we got no choice but to follow. So unless you have proof that those values... Hey, I said no, they say yes. I said no. Oi, I already said no. You went and signed him without me. Oh, I love this, man. Withdrawn. Good. Cannot be fine. Withdrawn. I got excited for no reason. I was about to shoot someone. That was my first game at the new stadium. Oh my goodness, God Spurs, your first game at the new stadium, you went. Oh, that's painful. That is painful. That will hound you for the. That is a memory-making moment, sir. It is a memory-making moment. You can share that experience with your loved ones for the rest of your life over a pint, and they will empathize. They will empathize, baby. My friends, I still remember my friend's first visit to Spurs, White Hart Lane. I was in London with him. None of my friends, who were all Arsenal supporters, wanted to go into the stadium. They refused to go. So he's the only Spurs fan, and he he looked so sad. I said, look, dude, seriously, I'll take you to White Hart Lane. Come with me, let's go. So I took him to White Hart Lane. But I told him, I stood there, but I'm not going past the bird. Okay, I'm not walking past this bird. You go in. Because you got the statue, right, outside the stadium last night of your mascot. Because it wasn't difficult getting to White Hart Lane. You just take a bus. You go straight there. I brought him all the way. Put there, you can go in, go watch the game. I'm going to have a pint. I'm going to drink, enjoy yourself. I'll see you 1 hour. I refuse to go in. Refuse to go in. No way am I going in. I had to pay for the tickets. So I was like, no way, man. You want to pay, you pay. Then he says, I pay for you to come in. I said, no need. Don't waste your money. So I'm going to be surrounded by people cheering for Spurs on my left and on my right. Oh, no. And then on the way back, after that, he walked, because he was wearing his Spurs jersey, right? Okay. And then we had to take the tube. Can you imagine what it's like to take the tube with him? I don't look at him, go like, hey, you don't have a jacket to wear that, is it? You know that we got to pass. Because those days we got hybrid, right? So you got to pass hybrid. So I said, oh my God, oh dear Lord, that was such a pain, man. Rain in offer for Samey. Oh, Rain have made an honor. It's like the band, the singer. Rain have made an honor for Ivory Samey. Who's Ivory Samey? Oh. He's got aggression. Concentration 6. Still got a chance. This kid, 21 years old, that's it. How much you want for him? We offer. Small taking. Hey, come on. I can't keep giving you guys free, You come back with a better offer. Make an offer for Lucas Scholl. Oi, Lucas Scholl is a goalkeeper. No. So we won't be upset if the offer is rejected. Okay, action. What? Rejected. Okay, good. I have to read the fine print. Yeah, you wear a jacket. Right? My friend didn't. Stupid Singaporean bum. He got kind of bullied on the. He got a bit heckled a bit on the tube. Wasn't so bad I actually I've had plenty of good experiences traveling in London. Hey, we actually had a friendly we won. I didn't play the game. Match preparation. There we go. So still not actionable. Okay, so guys, certain things have changed and certain things have not changed, right? So the things that have changed. Okay, let's go inside here. And then what is with all these all positions? Unavailable. Available. I have to register them. Man. So we got all these guys in the club. Dennis Dressel, he's here. Damian Dodan. I'm only keeping him because of his name. I love saying his name. Damian Dodan. Whether he's good or not is irrelevant. He's just got a cool name. Why do you think I sign players? Lex Tiger Lobingo. Just the names just roll off the tongue. So names that don't roll off the tongue, they got like Marvin Rittmuller. I got a Rottweiler here. Ryan Toller. Yeah, man. Wallen has the goal. Wallen is going. So far, so good. Okay, my thoughts, right? My thoughts on the patch. My thoughts on the patch is, as I took... basically, as I took a few steps forward with the navigation, which is good. I mean, they gave us drop downs. They finally learned how to do a navigation tree on Unity after 2 years or 3 years or however long they had to figure it out for. I mean, they must have started this game a long time ago. So I guess the navigation tree idea must have been there for a while. Okay. Then but certain things in the game just haven't changed, or some things have actually gone backwards. Like we used to be able to see the formations of teams in match reports. Now we can't. For some bizarre reason, it's been taken out. But we can see the positions they were playing in, except when they're your team. When they're your team and you made a substitution, you won't know what positions you were using in your tactic, which defeats the purpose entirely of giving us that information. Then we've got training, and training hasn't changed very much. I mean, in fact, it's still the same, right? You can't assign coaches assignments for the youth team. Go figure. Which is kind of important when you're doing those lower league saves where you actually want to maximize the use of those coaches. I know coaches in themselves, attributes-wise, they don't really drive development. Everyone knows that. They drive happiness. Okay, so if the quality of the coaching is going to be bad, my players are going to be unhappy and they don't train well. So SI know this, but the SI haven't addressed this in the game. Then we've got our UI. Hallelujah. Now you go train, you click on a button, it takes you to the section or the branch of action or sessions that you are doing, right? So maybe if you're going for general training, you see something like fitness and you go, okay, fine, I'm going to change it to overall. Now, nice, they show you the attributes, except they got a limiting factor. It's like what, 10 attributes or 11 attributes that they can display. So for sessions like overall, which have got, 18 attributes, they only pick the first 10. So for a person who's playing the game for the first time, guess what? He's going to be confused. He's going to think overall is only training about 10 attributes. So thank you, SI, for making life a lot more complicated for people to play. And you wonder why my 10-year-old son doesn't want to play this game anymore. He doesn't play this game anymore. He said he has more fun with other games because this game is just madcap annoying for him to play. So he doesn't want to play the game because it makes him angry. Right? So he doesn't want to play the game anymore. He enjoyed the graphic side of the game, which is the match day experience, right? But then when we played it on the bigger monitor at home, oh, it was hell. It was hell. Believe me, the colors in this game are so badly done. You can actually go to Gemini or ChatGPT and do a discussion on historical backlighting in the game's Football Manager, and there's a nice big discussion that is going on. So I'm hoping that eventually, as I address this, will I be playing FM26 beyond this point? Very hard to say. Tactics are really easy. So you guys want tactical help on the game? Come on my streams and I'll advise you. I mean, I can help you with the tactics. Tactics are a no-brainer for this game. In fact, scouting is a no-brainer. They come to your club. We can't create filters in the game for some reason. So you can't create a filter, especially if you're searching for players, right? So some of us like to do these saves where we don't play with attributes. So can you imagine the pain in the where when you cannot bring in a filter? Because now you have to write one of those. I don't mind. I'm a very complicated person by nature. So my filters are extraordinarily long. Problem is, you should be able to import them from the previous game and bring them into this game. So I don't have to create them again. So quality of life changes in Football Manager 26, instead of improving, they haven't really made the game much better. To say that they have improved the navigation side of the game is underselling and over-delivering. No, underselling. They haven't over-delivered on anything for Football Manager. Yeah. So I have to admit that this game is honestly quite sad. And today is January the 20th. We're 2 days before my birthday. All right, guys. Not this. It's not a hint. We're 2 days before my birthday. And my birthday normally coincides with this frantic work in SI to finalize the touches on things like, what parts of the game are going to feature for the winter update. Where are they going to improve? So I know you guys are running into that window where you have to start looking at, okay, we have to finalize this, we're going to finalize that. I'm afraid the winter update is not going to save you guys. Yeah. And I'm very, very worried that this is going to be just the same in FM27 because historically, you improve the game in increments. You don't improve, there's never been a revolutionary improvement in the game. It's always been incremental. But to actually, it's like, you did all the hard work by climbing Mount Everest. No? Then once you got to the top of Mount Everest, right, instead of like, working on the best case scenario on how to, make sure that others can climb Mount Everest really well, what you did was you sent everybody down Mount Everest in a snowball. Now they have to do it, climb all over again. And you just told them, I know, you just follow that path here, follow that path here. Nobody knows how to climb up Mount Everest anymore. Yeah, thank you. Now we got to do incremental improvements just to get up there again. So it's a bit sad. It's a bit sad. It's a bit sad where we are with the game, but that's the situation with the game, and I cannot recommend this game for anyone. In fact, I have very strong opinions about playing this game right now. I'm probably going to play FM24. The winter update will come during the January transfer window. Once it'll most likely drop, right? End of February. Around February. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and get my kids ready for bed, put them to sleep, and I'm gonna have to take my temperature because I got a fever now. All right, so thank you for coming on today's stream. You guys stay safe, take care of yourselves. I shall see you tomorrow. Be good. Adios.